Good morning, everybody. I'm Tlish, and you're watching Coffee and Clicks. Um, I just wanted to thank everybody that's viewing on YouTube, at home, or wherever you are viewing Coffee and Clicks and tuning in every so often. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy my content and enjoy today's episode of Coffee and Clicks. Hi, I'm Tlish, and you're watching Coffee and Clicks. Today we're going to be doing a Justice League Unlimited starter pack unboxing. So I'm excited to break this open and see what these pieces do and what else is included in the Justice League Unlimited starter pack. So let's get started. All right. See what we have here. We have, let's see it here. We have some figures in the package with some dice, some cool JLU dice that have the sixes are the JLU symbol. We have Batman, Flash, Superman, Green Lantern. That's John Stewart Green Lantern, and then Wonder Woman and John Jones, the Martian Manhunter. And we also have some maps and some tokens. It comes with tokens. There is a link for scenarios to play with this starter set. It says for scenarios to play with the figures included in the starter set. Check out the link below. So I'm gonna definitely do that. See what kind of scenarios you can play with the Justice League starter. I know the Fantastic Four starter, which I also plan on doing an unboxing. The Fantastic Four starter has it has scenarios and a campaign mode, so I'm really excited to play the Fantastic Four starter. But here is you have a map here, Cadmus Labs Indoor. And it has a location bonus. Questionable Research, which is a +5 location bonus. Get that in focus. Let's see if I can bring it up closer so it stays in focus. At the beginning of the game, so for 5 points, at the beginning of the game, choose a friendly character with a scientist or a Cadmus Labs keyword and choose one: Outwit, Perplex, or Prob. The chosen character's minimum range when using the chosen power is now 10. If your force is a scientist or Cadmus Labs theme team, the chosen character has protected opposing X, where X is the chosen power. Okay, so you can give somebody, you can give a scientist protected Outwit, or a Cadmus Labs character protected Outwit. That actually might be good because I think Amazo is a Cadmus Labs keyworded character, so if you put him on this map with the location bonus, you could give him protected Outwit. I know Outwit tends to really bring down Amazo sometimes, so yeah. And also I know scientist keyword is a growing keyword. The consolation for this is once per game a friendly character can use free. This character's minimum range is 10 when using Outwit, Perplex, or Probability Control this turn. Okay, so Cadmus Labs looks like a good map. On the other side, The other map is a Daily Planet. Daily Planet outdoor map. I'll just show the map bonus for the Daily Planet and get it to line up here. Daily Planet, at the beginning of the game, choose a friendly character. When the chosen character knocks back an opposing character one or more squares after resolutions, you may generate a standard object in a square adjacent to the chosen character. If the chosen character is named Darkseid or Superman, they deal penetrating damage when making a range object attack. Okay, so I think that goes really good with this. I'm not sure with this Superman. In this starter pack, I'm not sure though. We'll have to take a look at Superman to see if this if it goes really well. Consolation: once per game, when a friendly character hits after resolutions, you may generate a standard object in an adjacent square. Okay, so lots of object throwing around the Daily Planet. We'll be careful about folding this map up because it's brand new. Take a look at the other map. I think these are non-location bonus maps. Oh no, they have location bonuses as well. So this map is the Justice League Watchtower Indoor. Justice League Watchtower Indoor. And it has a location bonus. For 5 points. Initiation. At the beginning of the game, choose a friendly character of 100 points or less. Opposing effects can't give action tokens to that character. If your force is a Justice League theme team, instead opposing effects can't give action tokens to friendly characters of 100 points or less. So that's really good if you're playing Justice League in the Justice League Watchtower, if you're playing a Justice League theme team, and all of your guys are 100 points or less, which is pretty easy to accomplish. None of them will get action tokens from opposing effects. So they can't be in-capped. They can't be affected by the Injustice League trade. And then there's a consolation once per game when an opposing effect would give an action token to a friendly character of 100 points or less. Instead, you may remove an action token from that character. So that's actually a pretty good consolation. So instead of getting an action token, they remove an action token. Pretty good. So that's the Justice League Watchtower. And on the other side, we have Injustice League Gang Hideout. And the location bonus for the Injustice League Gang Hideout looks like this. I know how the bat thinks. Plus 5 points. In the beginning of the game, choose an opposing character of 100 points or less. Action tokens can't be removed from that character except by clearing. So that eliminates leadership and things like that. If your force is an Injustice League theme team, instead action tokens can't be removed from opposing characters of 100 points or less except by clearing. Consolation. Once per game, when an opposing character of 100 points or less would remove an action token except by clearing, Instead, you may give that character an action token. So if somebody lands leadership or uses the Justice League trait, Justice League Unlimited trait, then instead of removing an action token, they would actually get an action token. That's once per game. So 4 really great location bonus maps. Really fun already for this starter set because we all like maps with location bonuses. Then you have a bag with the rules and stuff here. You have a PAC, powers and abilities card. You have heavy and light objects, and we also have the character cards in there. So I'll pull those out. Put these to the side. There's the box. So first we have Martian Manhunter. And he's comes in at 75 or 40 points. There's him right there. Let's take a look at his card. Maybe it was too blurry. Let's see. You can see him. Let's see him right there. That's him. Okay. Take a look at his card. Let's have Martian Manhunter hold his own card. See if that focuses. It was focused. There we go. So he has speed. Founding members is his trait. Speed +2, but only if your force has 4 or more characters with the Justice League keyword. For all friendly characters that can use this trait, action total +1, but only if your force has 6 or more characters with the Justice League keyword. Okay, so you can definitely get extra action total. You could definitely get extra actions using these Justice Leaguers. A lot of ways of getting extra actions, even if it, like, especially if you mix in like Dr. Fate and stuff like that. You have your assignments: leadership and shape change. Power: choose another friendly character with 0 or 1 action tokens that shares a keyword, and then move them up to half their speed value. So that's really good. It's a move. It's not a placement, so it's not TK. It's not like TK, but you can. Don't forget that these guys get speed +2 if you're using a Justice League theme team with the founding members. So if you can power action him to move somebody up to half their speed value, including that speed +2, which I believe comes after you half the speed value because it's replace then modify. I'm not sure about that, but I think if you replace the speed value to half and then you modify it +2. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if that works that way with the replace then modify. But this is a really good piece. Set number 106, Justice League Detective and Police keywords. That's John Jones. Let's take a look at his dial. So we can get it to focus. There we go. All right, so he's got on his 75-point dial, he's got 10 movement with phasing, 11 attack, 18 defense with imperv, and then 3 damage with that special power. At 40 points, he has 10 movement with mind control, 11 attack, 18 defense with invulnerable, and 3 damage with that special power. So for 40 points, he is a great low-costed piece that can move your other pieces around. So a really good. I think an all-star in this starter set is this Martian Manhunter. All right, let's take a look at another. So we'll take a look at Wonder Woman. So here's Wonder Woman. There she is. Standard sculpt. Manhunter's just going to hold on to her card. Let's see if we can get it in focus. There we go. She's got the Amazon, Justice League, Deity, and Warrior keywords. Real name Diana. Trait, founding members, speed +2. We saw that trait. I think all of these Justice Leaguers have that founding members trait. For all friendly characters that can use this trait, action total +1, but only if your force has 6 or more characters with the Justice League keyword. Magic Lasso, who knew? When Wonder Woman hits with a range attack until your next turn, a hit target gains immobile and can't use damage powers. That's pretty cool. That's her attack power. And it looks like she has hypersonic speed. Let's take a look at her dial. So she is 100 or 40 points. She at her 100 point value, she's got hypersonic, 11 attack with that special power, which I think combos with hypersonic if she hypersonics and then shoots at 2 range, because she's got a starting 3 range, so she can divide that in half and hypersonic and shoot at a 2 range, and then I think when she hits with her range attack, they become immobile. 18 defense with impervious. She's indomitable, and 4 damage with leadership. And then at 40 points, she's got the same powers, only her hypersonic her movement goes down 1, her attack goes down 1. Actually, each of her stats goes down 1 point at her 40 point line. But still a good value at 40 points. So these pieces so far have a lot of value at both point levels. Let's take a look at Batman. There's Batman. That's pretty much the standard sculpt for the set, except for the one Prime Batman that has the microphone instead of the batarang in his hand. There we go. Batman has the Batman family, Gotham City, Justice League, and Detectives keywords. He has the founding members trait, which is, we've seen that before. Then he has another trait, Batwing. Flying, range +2. So he starts with flying, range +2. The first time this game, Batman would take more than 1 damage from an attack. He takes 1 damage instead, and for the rest of the game, he can't use this trait, Protected Pulse Wave. So that's cool. He starts off in his in the Batwing, and then he, if he gets shot down or if he takes damage, then the Batwing explodes and he lands on the ground and loses his range +2 and his flying ability. Okay, so let's see what his dial looks like. Thank you, John Jones, for holding these cards. we go. So he comes in at 100 or 60 points. Of course, he has the Batman family team ability, and also he has the Justice League of America team ability. Starts off at 10 movement with running shot, 11 attack in cap, 18 defense, super senses, 3 damage with perplex. At 60 points, he's only got 2 damage and 17 defense, 10 attack. But still useful as a perplexer, and definitely in cap is a good power. He could definitely do so. He's definitely a good version of Batman. I like him. Don't forget that he's got that 4 range with 2 targets, but he will start with a 6 range with 2 targets, so he could double in cap somebody at 6 range. And he can fly around and do that. While trying to stay in stealth, so he's pretty good. I like this Batman. So far, I'm very pleased with this starter set. Okay, let's take a look at Green Lantern. There's Green Lantern. All these sculpts are pretty much the same as the sculpts in the main set. There's Green Lantern. He has he's got just plain powers. Looks like no special powers except for that trait, founding members. Okay, he's got the Green Lantern Corps, Justice League, and Soldier keywords. So hopefully, if he doesn't have any special powers, maybe his stats are really good. We'll see. Yeah, definitely. I like that. He's got 100 points or 40 points. And at his 100-point line, he has running shot pulse wave. So, and 4 damage. So, with 7 range and 11 attack. So, yeah, a running shot pulse waver for 4 damage. That's definitely cool. At 40 points, he's a running shot Pensai with 10 attack, 18 defense with barrier, and 3 damage with range combat expert. So yeah, I like him at his 100-point line. I think if I was going to play him, I would want to use him for the pulse wave and showcase his Green Lantern power. Okay. So yeah, definitely, I like that. Definitely, so far so good here. Let's look at Flash. There is the Flash. Arrgh. He's standing like this. We got the Flash, Wally West. I think is supposed to be the fastest of the Flashes. I think Wally West is supposed to have. I mean, I don't know which Flash you prefer, but out of all the iterations of Flash, but I think supposedly I think Wally West is supposed to be the fastest of them all. So we'll see. He's got the speed +2 founding members. So I'm sure he has a huge speed total after that speed +2. He's got the founding members trait. He also has a movement power, hypersonic speed, everywhere at once. It's called hypersonic speed. Power moves through characters. Move the Flash up to his speed value, then make a close attack, targeting all characters he moved through, regardless of adjacency. So while he can make multiple close attacks, he just move through people and then make close attacks on each one. Instead of normal damage, deal each hit target 1 penetrating damage. Then knock each hit character 1 square in the direction of your choice. So imagine that on Hedge Maze. He just runs through everybody and then knocks them back into the walls. That would be cool. Dealing them a bunch of damage. Hopefully they don't have reducers. So yeah, he seems like a really fun Flash to play. Let's see what his point totals are and his dial. So So he has 100 or 60 points. This is a Justice League team ability. 12 movement at 100 points, so that I can get up to a 14 movement with 10 attack, 18 defense, and 3 damage with Perplex. And then at 60 points, his attack goes up to an 11, and he gets Precision Strike. So I actually like him better at his 60-point line. I think you get a lot of value for 60 points. It's a really good flash for 60 points. 11 movement, possibly a 13 with that trait, and then 11 attack with Precision Strike. Hypersonic and Precision Strike do combo together, and then he's dealing 1 penetrating if he goes through all characters. Let me just take a look at that. Can he hypersonic when he's doing that? 17 defense with super senses, and then 2 damage with that Perplex, which means he can boost his attack even once more if he needs to get it up to 12 attack. No, he can't do hypersonic and the moves through characters thing. Oh, no, because they're both power actions. So either he would use hypersonic, or he would use the power action to move through characters, and then he would move. But he can move up to his speed value, so he can move up to 13 squares and make that close attack, moving through opposing characters. So yeah, I really like this flash. He has the Central City, Justice League, and Speedster keywords, which is pretty common for a flash to have. He is set number 102, real name Wally West. I can't wait to play this flash. And then here we go with last but not least, Superman. I think this is one of my favorite. I've seen this dial already, so I know. But I just want to show it to everybody. I think this is my favorite Superman of the set. I know a lot of people hate on the common Superman 001, set number 001 from the main set of Justice League. Also, the rare Superman and uncommon Supermans are great. But this is a traditional Superman, not a futuristic Superman. And for traditional Superman, they did a really good job on him in the starter set. So I'll show you his card. So he has Justice League, Kryptonian, and Metropolis keywords. Real name Kal-El. Founding members, so he can get a speed +2. And he can also possibly get more actions for the team. He has a trait. What we have here is a rare opportunity for me to cut loose. Super strength. Free. Place Superman adjacent to an opposing character he knocked back at least 1 square this turn. Then make a close attack targeting that character. So, he has super strength. So if he hits with super strength, he automatically knocks back. Unless they have something that prevents knockback. So if he hits with super strength, knocks somebody back, then he can be placed next to the character and make another close attack. And I see that he has hypersonic speed. Hypersonic speed does combo with super strength, not as far as making object attacks, but you can still use the knockback portion of the super strength while using hypersonic speed. So you can hypersonic, knock somebody back, and then he can be placed adjacent to that character. No, sorry, is he placed? Yeah. He would be placed adjacent to that character and make another close attack. So very cool. The potential for hypersonic with 2 attacks. He's a defense power and show you how powerful I really am. So that's completing that sentence from the trait that I just read earlier. What we have here is a rare opportunity for me to cut loose and show you how powerful I really am. He's got a stop click and invulnerable super senses. Superman can't be healed. Okay. Sounds good. Let's take a look at his dial. All right, so he is either 125 or 60 points. He actually has 2 of those stop clicks. So 2 stop clicks, very tough to kill. At 125 points, he starts with that hypersonic, 10 movement, possibly 12 movement with the trait, 12 attack, whopping 12 attack, 18 defense with invincible, and then 4 damage. He is indomitable, as he should be, and he's got the Justice League trait, sorry, Justice League team ability. At 60 points, he's well worth it as well because he has 10 movement with sidestep, 11 attack, 18 defense with invincible, and 3 damage with close combat expert. He still has that trait where if he knocks somebody back, he can be placed next to them and make another attack. And don't forget that you could, even if he just has sidestep as a 60-point piece, you can potentially move him around with Martian Manhunter and his power, which moves people half their speed. So you potentially move him 5 or more squares, and then do his thing. So yeah, this is a great Superman. Very tough to kill. 2 stop clicks. Hypersonic. 125 points is very cost effective for a Superman, because I know a lot of Supermen in the past have been like 175, 150 plus points, even 200 points. So this Superman is a lot of value for 125 if you want to play like a big beefy Superman. I think 125 points leaves room for you to include other Justice Leaguers on your force in a 300 point game. So I really like him. I really like the Superman. So that's it for today. That's I don't know if we saw the dice. I did show you the dice, but let's just see what we get if we roll them. Right. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, we got a 9. Okay. So those are the dice. They have the JLU symbols on the 6s. So let me find it. There we go. JLU. That's a crit hit. I didn't really roll a crit hit, but you know, it's all luck. So all right. Don't forget, everybody. Thank you for joining us and watching this unboxing. You've been watching Coffee and Clicks. My name is Tlish, and don't forget to wake up and smell the clicks. Thanks, everybody.